To be honest, I think every audience member is a little nervous. To be more honest, I am also nervous. Interviewing the audience is exactly what it sounds like. It is a show created by Spalding Gray. He created it in 1981, and the basic premise is that every night a handful of people are brought up on stage, one at a time, and I interview them. I originally saw Spalding do the show in 1997 at the Steppenwolf Theater. It is one of the most amazing, memorable moments of theater I think I've ever seen. And because it is an evening that's entirely improvisational, and because it is an evening that cannot be pre-scripted, each performance is its own unique being. And that, in its essence, is what live theater is about. The most nervous person I've brought up on stage, to the point that he was shaking and he was speaking at such a low decibel that even our wireless mic pickup was having a hard time reaching. He talked about nervousness, anxiousness, and overcoming that. He told 3 great stories about his life and what made him nervous, and one of them was tragic and one of them was really funny, but really the story that was told that evening was told in his body, and the audience watched him relax. He stopped shaking, his voice got louder, and by the time we reached the end of the interview, he was speaking very fully and very boldly, and I politely asked him at the end of the interview if he still felt nervous, and he didn't respond. He just sort of smiled. That story, the story that was really told in that interview that evening, was the story of a man who walked on stage nervous and who left stage brave. I have a genuine interest in the human condition on the most basic level, and one of my most favorite themes as an artist is authenticity. There's something very human about the evening. I think most people are most nervous that they won't be interested enough. And what's so funny about that is that there has never been a single person that has come up on stage that hasn't been anything short of fascinating. Theater, art, in a way, can be anybody. And that's what we hope for. We hope that we see ourselves in whatever character we see on the stage. And so that character, whether they're Hamlet or whether they're the little girl that was brought up to be interviewed, is, in a sense, anybody. This show has taught me a lot about myself, even though I do most of the listening. Vineyard has a great history of doing accessible theater that still lives on the fringe of what theater can be, and I think that's exactly what this show is.